you have one life, you shouldn't sleepwalk through it. Take a risk. If you earned half of what you do now, but loved your work and you had total freedom, would you do it? I spent almost 4 years in corporate sales, chasing security and a high salary, and nearly fell into what I believe is the trap of the corporate world, until I finally woke up and freed myself. Now I'm here in Vietnam, on a beach, present and content for the first time in years. I'm surrounded by people that I like, and I have the freedom to do what I want. I never felt like corporate life was for me. That's why I originally became a personal trainer and did that for almost 6 years. When COVID hit, fear took over, my business struggled, and I went into sales for a secure income. But deep down, I never believed in the idea of working a 9 to 5 for 30, 40 years, retiring at 65, and then finally living. You take on a ton of student debt, you work hard to pay that off, then you take on a mortgage, spend decades paying that off, only to retire when you're older with less energy to do the things that you really want to do. That never made sense to me. Beyond that, I was incredibly bored. IT sales that I was working in had no creative outlet. It was dull. Tim Ferriss once said, the opposite of happiness isn't sadness, it's boredom. And corporate life drained me through boredom. Even though I didn't like the job, I was good at it. I hit targets, making money, had the nice car, a good job title. But every morning I'd wake up, sigh, drive to the office, be in my own head the whole day, doing work that felt meaningless. And it was very stressful, account management, dealing with customer problems all day. There was no creative expression and no real freedom. One of my mentors once said that if you can do something well that you hate, imagine how successful you could be at something that you love. That's something that's really stuck with me. Forget the fear of failure. If you succeeded in a job you don't enjoy, you can thrive in something that you do enjoy and are passionate about. And here's a question to ask yourself, and one that I asked myself when I was thinking about quitting my job last year. If you earned half of what you do now, but loved your work and you had total freedom, would you do it? I said yes to that question, and that's why I took the leap. I quit my job, I left the UK. Now I'm living in Vietnam, where the cost of living is lower, my money goes further, and I have the freedom to build a business, pursue my passions, and travel the world. And I finally feel like I'm living, not just existing like I was back in corporate. And the truth is, I'm not special. If I can change my situation, so can you. You need to think about what's holding you back. Is it your job, your environment, your relationship? Stop telling yourself stories like you've got a mortgage, you've got bills, you've got kids. I don't know what it is that you want and what your life situation is, but if it's important enough, you'll find a way. You have one life, you shouldn't sleepwalk through it. Take a risk. Hopefully this resonated with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Peace.